too.
He said as soon as it started to hurt, he goes, I think I have strep. He goes, because it was just familiar to him. So
Yeah.
and then she took the first the quick swab and it didn't come back, but he hasn't even had the pain for 24 hours.
Yeah,
so
right.
she sent the culture out, so we'll see.
So can you see me? Since I can't see you, you can see me, right?
Yes.
So this is my scarf for my graduation. It has a prayer on it. And it says Loka Samasta Sukhino Bhadvantu. It's one of the prayers that we do. And so I just got it in the mail today. And
I love that.
Yeah, Saturday starts my last module, and it's all day Saturday, and then it's every day next week, and then I'm done. And then I do a year practicum, and then I'm certified.
That's awesome. You have to do a whole year?
Yeah, you have to do 150 hours.
Okay.
So you have a year to do it. So however soon I complete it.
Okay.
And then, but want to hear something absolutely crazy? So all of these modules, I feel like I'm always going through exactly what we're learning. And it's just so weird, just like grief and trauma and like all these different things. Well, this last module is about working with cancer patients. And George's dad was diagnosed with lymphoma today.
Oh my God.
I know.
Oh my God.
Isn't that wild?
Yeah. I mean, what are the chances of that, right?
I know, and I start Saturday, so I just said to one of the girls that already graduated, who I've actually worked with, she's a yoga therapist now. And I said, as it goes, because she already knows, like I've had this history or whatever.
Yeah.
So I go, as it goes, my father-in-law was diagnosed with lymphoma today, just in time for module 2, working with cancer. I cannot believe this is my last module,
Wow.
And, yeah.
That's crazy.
So
wow. I am sorry to hear that, Amina.
Yeah. Hold on one second. I wonder if it's just us. If it's just us, you want to go for a walk? Or do you want to do yoga?
Yeah, but I think Erin's on.
Oh, hi, Erin. No, I didn't even see her, so I'm just sitting here waiting. Oh, there she is. I didn't have my view on. Hi, Erin. Okay, good. Let's do yoga then. Awesome. Let me just say, I want to treat you to dinner, Capriccio, or wherever. Okay. So, I was just telling Kristen that I have one more week of yoga therapy school. It starts Saturday, and then I'll be done. And I'm like, did you hear that about the cancer thing?
Yeah, that's horrible.
Isn't that something?
That's horrible.
I know.
So sad.
But you know what sucks is that it's scary because it's lymphoma, and that's what George had. So now I'm just like, oh man, and I'm like, we're gonna have to really like go into his history now and find out, because obviously we have a little boy too, George had cancer at 32. And the crazy thing is we've never had this conversation, but I said to him today, I said, were you confident? I said, weren't we confident that your cancer was from like environmental exposure? Like I thought his was just from being in Iraq and like having the burn pits. He's like, no, I'm not 100% positive at all. He said, my grandfather had cancer and died young too. I was like, oh my God. So yeah, I guess
you don't even know what you're in for with the little one. That's scary.
super. But I wanna be informed, you know what I mean? Definitely more so than not.
Yeah.
So, all right, so I wanted to start tonight with just talking about like the different parts of yoga. So it's not just the moving, like the yoga postures. That's just one of the 8 limbs of yoga. The first limb of yoga, there's 8. So it's almost like if you think of a tree and different limbs of a tree. In the first one, it's called the yamas. So usually when people start to learn about yoga philosophy and like if they take a training and get into it, they start with the first, well, first they do the postures too, but when they get into the philosophy and trying to like, I don't know, become a yogi, so to speak, the first 2 takes, you work on the first 2 for a long time. So the first one is called yamas or restraints, and they are ahimsa, which means non-harming. So that means that we try to live in a way where we don't hurt any living being, meaning animal or plant or anything in the earth. Then we have satya, which is truth. So we don't harm, we tell the truth. Brahmacharya, which is moderation, so we do things with moderation. Astia, which is non-stealing, which means that like that could even mean like we don't even steal people's time and energy, like just non-stealing. And then aparagaha, which is non-attachment, so we don't get attached to things. So that's the first, that's the yamas. And then we have the niyamas. And this is more like the purifying parts. This is cleanliness, contentment, like a zest for life, like just a curiosity for life, self-study. So like if you don't know what you like and what you want and all that stuff, like the ability to be able to self-study and to dive deep and find out who you are, and then surrender. So you have the yamas, the niyamas, then you have the asanas, which is the postures we do. Then you have pranayama, which is our breath, which we do. And then pratyahara, which is turning inward. So that's meaning to almost like chant, things like that, to where we start to like tune into ourselves. And then you have concentration, meditation, and then after doing all those things, you get to samadhi, which is complete oneness with source. And that's the whole goal of yoga. The whole goal of yoga is to steady the mind, so steady the vacillations or the moderations of the mind, because the mind goes crazy. So yoga is like trying to get the mind steady. That's the whole goal. And you have these 8 practices or 8 parts of it that help you. So I just wanted to talk a little bit about that tonight. And then I think we're just gonna kind of go right into our practice and just before we even start the practice, I just wanna bring in some gratitude. So sometimes when life gets hard or stressful or out of your control, sometimes it's good to just take a moment and shut it down and just come to your heart center and just have gratitude. Gratitude for being able to be present in the moment for whatever it is. So just acceptance of what is. So just gratitude, thank you for this moment. Thank you for these feelings, whether they're, maybe not the best feelings. So just gratitude for the moment, gratitude for what is, so that you can calm your mind. All right, let's start moving. I'll turn on the music. Let's start today. Why don't we start standing? Because I want to work on some arm stuff. All right, let's get the music going. It's just me, but I like a little music. All right. So we're gonna just start standing. And we're just gonna start circles, big circles with our arms. So Great big movement, taking up a lot of space, just inhaling and exhaling as you do big circles with the arms. Starting to deepen the breath. And reverse it, go the other way. Maybe you feel a little bit tight, just notice it. Breathe into the tightness. All right, then we're gonna bring our hands out. Our palms are facing down, out in front of us, straight in front of us. We're just breathing here. Now we're just gonna see if we can bring that right arm underneath the left, and then wrap our hands to where our palms can come close to each other, into our eagle arms. Just breathing here, creating space in the back of the shoulders. Inhale and exhale. Maybe as you inhale, you lift those elbows a little bit. Exhale, slowly come down. Inhale, lift. Exhale, come down. One more time. Inhale, lift. Exhale, release the hands, give yourself a hug, and just start to twist left and right. Breathing in and out. You know, we're gonna release that left hand down the left side body, that right arm's gonna sweep out to the side. And we're just gonna bend over to the left and breathe. I don't know if you guys can see me. So I'm just kind of like in a little side bend here. My left fingertips are reaching towards the floor. And I'm just bending over to the left. Using those right obliques. Inhale, come up and come on over to the other side. Big inhale. Exhale, come back to center. Arms come out in front of you, palms down. That left arm's gonna go all the way underneath that right. See if you can bring your palms together. If this is too hard to do, just give yourself a hug. And then maybe lift and lower the elbows. Inhaling as you lift. Exhaling as you come down. Inhale, lift. Exhale, down. One more time. Inhale, lift. Exhale, release the hands. And then bring your hands up to goalpost or goddess arms. We're going to inhale, reach those arms up. Exhale, down. Nice and slow, match it to your breath. Inhale, lift. Exhale, down. One more time. Inhale, lift. Exhale, down. And now we stay in this goalpost arms, and we just use our core, and we twist over to the right. Inhale back to center. Exhale, twist over to the left, just using your waist. Inhale, forward. One more time each side. And then when you come back to center, inhale here. And exhale, keeping your elbows where they are, just bringing your hands down. So you inhale, lift the palms. Exhale, slowly come on down. One more time, inhale. Exhale. Okay, release it, big shoulder circles. Shoulders go forward, up, back, and down. Inhaling and exhaling, big movement here. All right, when you're ready, we're just bringing our chin down to our chest. Inhale, lift that chin all the way up, head back. Exhale, chin to chest. Inhale, lift. Exhale, chin to chest, keep your chin there. Inhale here. Exhale, slowly bring that left ear to that left shoulder. Those right fingertips are just going to ground down towards the mat. Reaching down slightly here. Feel that stretch and breathe. Exhale, release the head down. Inhale. Exhale, slowly bring that right ear to the right shoulder. Breathing here. Maybe you reach those left fingertips towards the mat. Breathe. Exhale, release it down. We're gonna lean into the front of the mat. We're gonna inhale, our arms come out to the side. Exhale, swan dive, but bend in the knees. Big bend in the knees, folding over those legs. Head tucks all the way, chin to chest. And then inhale, straighten the legs. Hands come up to shins, look up, lengthen. Exhale, hands come down, plant the hands, step all the way back to that right foot, lower the right knee, press into that left heel, inhale, arms up. Breathe. 3 breaths right here. That right hip's going forward, that left hip's going back. And breathe. Okay, right hand's gonna come down, left arm's gonna reach. Inhale, exhale, left hand comes down, sit those hips back, folding over that left leg, core is engaged, in and up, toes are flexed. Breathe here. Exhale, walk those hands forward. We're gonna tuck that back toe, lift that right knee, step back into plank, holding strong here. Inhale. Exhale, we're gonna fan those heels over to the right. We're gonna lift our right arm up to the sky. Exhale, right hand comes down. We're gonna fan those heels over to the other side, lifting the left arm up. Exhale, back to plank. Knees down, belly down, inhale, look up. Exhale, chin to chest, just bring the belly up around the spine, cat-cow. Inhale. Exhale, round. One more time. Inhale. Exhale, tuck the toes, downward facing dog. Pedal out the feet, big bend in the knees. Shake the head, yes. Shake the head, no. Big bend in the knees, look towards the front of the mat, walk towards the front of the mat, forward fold. Root to rise all the way up. Hands come down to the heart. Just take a few breaths here. Breathe in and out. May you be healthy, may you be strong. May you be calm, may you be peaceful. Whatever that is for you tonight, whatever serves you in your practice, remind yourself of that mantra and repeat it to yourself. Inhale, arms up. Exhale, swan dive down, forward fold. Hands come to shin, halfway lift, flat back. Exhale, plant the hands, step back to that left foot, lower that left knee down. Press into the heel, inhale up. Breathe here, 3 breaths. Right hip going forward, left hip going back, and breathe. Big inhale. Exhale, that left hand comes down, that right arm reaches. Exhale, right hand comes down, sit those hips back. Toes are flexed, folding over that right leg, breathing here. Okay, walk those hands forward. We're gonna tuck those back toes and we're gonna step back into plank. Breathing here. Nice and strong, 5 breaths in plank. Core is engaged, you're nice and strong, arms are straight. Down to the forearms. Nice and strong here, butts engaged, core is engaged, butts aren't lifted, nice and strong. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Slowly come on down to the belly. Make a pillow with the hands. Come on down, shake the hips left to right. We're just gonna do a quad stretch here. So from here, we're just gonna bend the left knee and just reach back to that left ankle and then bring your head back down. Just breathe here. Remember, if it's too hard, if the stretch is too much, you let go and maybe you pull for your pant leg or something. Don't overdo it. You meet yourself where you're at. All right, exhale, release that. Shake your head side to side. Then the right knee, reach back to that pant leg, or maybe reach back to that ankle, then come on back down to your forehead to your arm. Just breathe into the stretch. Okay, release that. Now we're gonna press into the mat. We're gonna lift ourselves up, knees wide, toes together, child's pose. Forehead comes down to the mat, fingers reach towards the front of the mat, or maybe they come up behind you, reach for your heels. Just breathe here. Okay, press into the mat, come on up, tuck the toes, sit back onto those heels, toe stretch. Even the pinky. May 10th already, unbelievable, happy belated Mother's Day. Since I didn't have you guys yesterday, I'm going to be reading you something I read yesterday, which kind of blew me away. So, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, come on out of that, and let's just do a wrist stretch from here. So, we're in our tabletop, and then bring our fingertips towards us. Breathing into the palms, maybe swaying back and forth. That feels good. Just breathing into that stretch. Few more breaths here. Okay, release that. Tuck the toes, lift the hips, downward facing dog. And lift that right leg high. Look in between the hands, bring in between the hands, help it if you need to. Lower that left heel, warrior 2. Check your heel arch alignment. Make sure that knee's over that ankle. Looking over those right middle finger and just breathe. Okay, one more big inhale. Exhale, straighten that front leg. We're going to come into our triangle. So reach, 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 and then slowly come on down. Looking up towards his left fingertips and breathing. Using those left obliques, come on up and reverse your triangle. Bend that right knee, that right elbow is going to come down, that left arm is going to go alongside your ear, reaching towards the side. Okay, now here, let's play with something that we played with yesterday. Plant the hands, step back into three-legged dog. And from here, you can either step down and just come to your belly into cobra, or try a three-legged dog chaturanga. So I'm in my three-legged dog. I look forward, my elbows come in, and come on down into my upward facing dog. It's just fun to play with. Exhale, downward facing dog. Just giving you that option tonight. It's a very advanced pose. I'm just saying, if you want to try it, you can. Okay, so lift our left leg high. Look in between the hands, bring it through. Lower that right heel down. Come into your warrior 2. Make sure you got that heel arch alignment. Breathing nice and strong. More big inhale. Exhale, straighten that front leg. We're gonna reach, 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 and then come into our triangle pose. Looking up towards those hands, breathing nice and steady, nice and strong. Using your right obliques, come on up and reverse the triangle. Exhale, bend that left knee, left elbow comes down, right arm reaches. All right, this is where we're gonna look down towards that foot. We're gonna step back into a three-legged dog, and then you can come down to your belly and meet us in cobra, an up dog, or look in between the hands, elbows close to the body, come on down into your up dog, downward facing dog. Pedal out the feet, shake the head. Whatever feels good here. All right, big bend in the knees, look towards the front of the mat, walk towards the front of the mat. Forward fold, root to rise, all the way up. Exhale, hands to heart. Release it down, get a sip of water. So we're gonna come into our May pose. Made it. Or whatever, take a little break. I'm gonna go get our meditation I wanted to tell you guys about. All right. So if you have a block is good for but actually we don't need a block. Forget that. I forgot what we're doing. We do not need a block. So what our main pose is hand to toe pose. It's not the easiest pose. It's a lot of strength, it's balancing. Sometimes it's better to have a strap with this one. But I'll show you how I do it and then I'll lead us through it. So same kind of point, I focus on something that's not moving. I look at that, I ground down. And sometimes it's good to have my hand out to the T. And I bend my knee and I see if I can take my peace fingers or my fingers around my big toe. And I balance here. And if that feels steady, I see if I can straighten my leg and kick it out. And I breathe. Or maybe you reach for your pant leg, or if you have a strap. And then I hug my knee in. And I release it and I shake it out. And I try the other side. So here, let's try that together. So grounding down to that left foot. Finding my focus point, my drishti. And then I see if I can bring that foot up. Maybe I bring my hand out, my peace fingers, or maybe wrap it around the foot, whatever feels good. And then see if you can stand with that leg straight. Sometimes it's fun to see if you can wrap both hands. Exhale, hug it in, hug that knee in. Release it down, shake it out. Awesome, awesome job. This is May. Our new pose. I didn't know how to do it. I think I did it from a sequence into it yesterday and we were a wobbly mess. So I think it's better just doing it from standing. All right, so now we're going to ground down on our right foot. Find your focus point. Maybe bring your hand out to help you balance. Reach for those toes if you can. And then straighten the legs. And breathe. One more big inhale. Exhale, hug the knee in. And release it down, shake it out. Awesome job. All right. So from here, we're going to, I want to come into, let's see, where do I want to go from here? Why don't we meet in downward facing dog? All right, here we are in downward facing dog. Why don't we just try to connect here, take a few breaths. Once you get into the pose, see if you can follow the breath, breathing in through the palms, up the arms, down the torso, down the back of the legs, out the heels. So breathing in and up the body and down and out to that body. Breathe here. All right, stay here, or maybe take that left hand and reach for the back and the outside of that right leg. Maybe the outside of that right calf. A little twist, maybe look under your right armpit. One more big inhale, exhale, that left hand comes down. Now that right arm reaches for the outside of that left leg, outside that left shin. Maybe look under that left armpit and breathe. Release that, downward facing dog, breathe here. All right, we're gonna come into our pigeon pose. So we're gonna lift our right leg high. And we're gonna bring that right ankle to the outside of that left wrist. And then slowly lower left knee down, slowly lower right knee down. Then take those toes to walk that left knee back. And then open up your heart. Lead with your heart and slowly come on down to the ground. Maybe come down on a block, whatever feels good in your pigeon pose. Breathe here. About 6 breaths here. Long deep inhales, long deep exhales. Okay, slowly sit onto that right hip. Keep your right leg the way it is. That left foot's gonna come to the outside of that right knee. And then see if you can sit on both sit bones. Sitting up nice and tall, hugging that left knee in. And breathing here. We're gonna finish our poses and we're gonna do some breath at the end before our meditation. So I'm working you guys kind of hard today. Okay, release this, release the feet wide and those wide knees through windshield wiper side to side. All right, now let's bring our soles of our feet together in our butterfly pose. Sitting up nice and tall, knees are falling down towards the ground, just breathing here. And then separate those feet wide, nice wide-legged feet here, inhale. Exhale, just take that right arm up and around, bending over to the left. Breathing here. Using that core, come on up. Exhale to the other side. Inhale, come up, legs come together out in front of you. Sitting up nice and tall. Inhale, arms up. Exhale, hinge at the hips, reach with those hands and slowly fold over. Big inhale, big exhale. Right hand comes the outside of that, left hand comes the outside of that right foot. Right arm reaches back behind you with your gaze. Exhale, that right hand comes to the outside of that left foot, left leg, left arm reaches behind you with your gaze. Exhale, now we're gonna just rock and roll on our spine a little bit. So only if this feels good, we're gonna slowly rock and roll up and down. One more time, and then cross the legs, come on over, back into downward facing dog. Breathe. Shake the head no, whatever release any tension you might have in your jaw, your neck. Big inhale, big exhale. We're gonna lift that left leg high. And we're gonna bring it to that right wrist. Slowly lower that left knee down, right knee down, coming into your pigeon here. Opening up the heart. Leading with the heart as you slowly make your way down. For about 6 breaths here. Big inhales, big exhales. Big inhale. Big exhale. All right, slowly come onto that left hip. That right foot's gonna swing around, come to the outside of the left knee as you try to sit on both sit bones, sit up nice and tall, breathe. More big inhale. Exhale, knees wide, feet wide, wide windshield wipers. And then what we're gonna do next is we're gonna do knees to chest pose. So we're gonna hug our knees into our chest on our backs. And then exhale, release it a little bit. Inhale, squeeze those knees in. Exhale, release. That's the pose right now. So I don't know if you guys can see me. That's all I'm doing. Just inhale, I'm squeezing my knees in. Exhale, release. Inhale, squeeze in. Exhale, release. 2 more times, just like that. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale, release those feet down. Pressing into the mat, we're gonna lift our hips up. Maybe we come onto our shoulders even. Maybe we interlace our hands underneath us and really lift up our hips. Breathing here, chin to chest, engaging those glutes as you press the hips up. Breathe. One more big inhale. Exhale, slowly come on down. And from here, we're just gonna lift the hips a little bit and bring them over to the left. As you slowly let those knees fall over to the right. Arms come out to a T, bring the gaze over your left shoulder, your left fingertips, and just melt here. Okay, when you're ready, bring your gaze and your knees back to center. Press into the heels as you lift the hips over to the right slightly. Nice and slow, let those knees fall over the left. You're not forcing anything as you bring your gaze over your right fingertips. Close your eyes, just melt into the pose. Okay, bring the gaze back to center. Bring the knees back to center. Again, from here, we're going to do either 2 more bridge poses. If that felt good, just lifting your hips up. Or maybe you can come into your full wheel, or you turn onto your belly and do cobra, some sort of back bend. So you can just lift the hips here, come into your bridge pose, and breathe nice and steady here. Or maybe you come all the way up into your full wheel. Wherever you are, try to get 3 to 5 breaths. If you're in full wheel, come out of nice and slow. Maybe hug your knees in, or side to side. Take a moment to settle in before you do your final back bend of choice. I think I'm going to do camel actually. So another one is camel, where I come onto my knees. And for my first stage of camel, I keep my toes bent. My hips are above my knees. And I slowly lift my heart and come on back and reach for my heels. Reach my camel. And then my hands to my heart, and I slowly fold over. Why doesn't everybody fold over and meet me in child's pose? We're going to take 6 deep breaths in child's pose before we do our final breath meditation. Breathing in and out, following the breath through the nose, up the crown, sides, back body, all the way to the roots of the spine. And as you exhale, the breath comes all the way up and out the crown. Breathe in and out, nice and deep. Okay, slowly walk those hands back. You're going to come to a comfortable seat. And we are going to do our alternate nostril breathing. So we're just going to take our time. Feel the surface behind us, in front of us, around us. And then find your center. Breathing in and out. Breathing in, almost like a cord grounding into the earth. Once you feel nice and grounded, we're just gonna start to do our alternate nostril breathing. So to do that, I take my thumb and I slowly press it on my right nostril. And I breathe in through my left nostril. I slightly pause at the top. I take my pointer finger and I come to the left as I exhale out the right. Exhale it all out. I lift my pinky and my pointer finger and I inhale. Actually, let me just tell you guys how to do it first and then I'll run you through it. So I inhale through my left nostril. And then I take that pointer over the left nostril and I exhale out the right. And then I inhale through the right. Use my thumb and I exhale out the left. Then I inhale through the left. Use my pointer finger and exhale out the right. So I'm just going back and forth, up and down, back, up and down. We're gonna do this about 5 times on each side. Pausing at the top while you take your finger over and release it on the other side and then exhale out. Inhale. Pausing. Exhaling. Exhaling it all out before you inhale. The next time you exhale all the way out the right nostril, I want you to release your hands down. Just start to deep breathe. As you inhale, your chest, ribs, and belly expand. As you exhale, the air comes all the way out, belly comes back to the spine. Inhale, chest, belly, ribs expand. Exhale it all out. One more time, just like that. Exhale it all out. And now if you guys can, I would really like you to put your legs up a wall or even like on a couch or somewhere where you can get like I don't know if you guys can see me, but I'm gonna get like my butt as close to the wall as I can get it or a couch or something. And then I slowly bring my feet up and I just hang like a waterfall and I just hang here with my feet up. But it's really great up a wall if you can. Or the side of the couch, if you just put your legs up, if you can get your butt to the edge of the couch. And then you just kind of relax. And I just want to relax here for a few minutes. Letting all the energy fall down the feet, down the legs. The only thing you have to do is just lay here and breathe. When you find your mind wandering, just come back to the breath. Let the breath be your anchor. Few more deep breaths here. When you guys are ready, We're gonna take our time and just roll over and find whatever spot you can to just lay comfortably in final resting Shavasana while I guide us through a gratitude meditation of mother's love, the universal force that exists within each of us. So find a nice comfortable place. Coming into a place of stillness, letting go anything that's distracting, anything that might have come into your way today, let it go. Maybe if you feel any tightness or tension in the body, just say, it's time to relax and let go. I want you to start to just bring your awareness inward, breathing into your heart space, breathing in like a warm, loving, pink, shimmering light into the heart. I want you to think of a memory of someone that has been like a mother to you. Maybe it is your mother, maybe it's an aunt, a grandmother, or a friend, a teacher. Someone that has really come in and made a difference in your life. Whether that was with kind words, just a nurturing presence, someone that's just been an inspiration in your life. And I want you to bring that person and that energy right into that pink shimmering heart space inside. Just bathe in that feeling. Have gratitude for those moments that you were able to spend with this person, or that you are able to spend with this person. Just say thank you. Now maybe bring into your heart space a person or a time or a feeling when you've been a caregiver or you've been a mom. Bring like that most loving, connected feeling that you can think of. Maybe it's a time spent, maybe it's a time you've been worrying about this person, but then realizing how much you just love, love, love being a mom or being a nurturer, being a caregiver. Have gratitude for that privilege or that gift. Bringing that love and gratitude feeling into your heart space. Expressing gratitude provides so many benefits, not only to our lives, but our overall health as well. Practicing gratitude attracts more of what we want into our lives. So we'll just bathe in this feeling, this love, this nurturing, this gratitude. Before we end, I just wanted to read this to you guys. A mother's love is a universal life force that exists within each of us. And I thought this was so touching. Paul McCartney wrote the song Let It Be. And he wrote this about his mom who had died of cancer. She died when he was 14. And later, I think he was like in his late 20s, he had a dream of her, and it inspired him to write the song Let It Be. He writes, When I find myself in times of trouble, Mother Mary comes to me. Speaking words of wisdom, let it be. And in my hour of darkness, she is standing right in front of me, speaking words of wisdom, let it be. So I hope it wasn't just yesterday. I hope you find a way every day to be filled with that unconditional love, that nurturing mother's love. So we'll just start to deepen the breath, wake up the body, take some small movements, whatever feels good. And I'm just gonna Om and chant us out using the harmonium, just to get my practice. I'm sorry in advance, but this time next year, you'll say, I was one of the first ones to ever hear you. I just know it. So I'm just gonna Om 3 times. All right, girlies, hands to our hearts. We bow to our own hearts. May we know peace, may we know forgiveness, may we know compassion. Namaste.
Namaste. Thank you.
You're welcome. That was a hard one. I hope we all met ourselves where we were and pushed ourselves to where we could.
I did.
Good.
Yes, ma'am.
Me too. So isn't that crazy about Paul McCartney?
Yeah,
Did you know that?
I didn't. No.
Yeah, that's cool.
Yeah. Yeah. I thought so too. You know, I love, all my dream world stuff. So to hear that, I was like, wow.
Yo.
That's cool.
How's everybody doing? Okay?
Yeah, for the most
Yeah.
part. Yeah.
Feeling
I
good.
worked on Mother's Day. I don't know.
I worked. It was so busy.
Yeah.
Oh no.
I actually, not only did I work, and I listened to an astrology thing today, and they said that this is a time where like old traumas are gonna come up and get cleared. I went and brought my mom her Mother's Day present, and it was my parents' anniversary yesterday, so she was.
Oh
we,
no.
we ended up getting in like the biggest fight we've ever gotten in, and then we sat and talked and hashed it out for 4.5 hours. We just
Holy.
We talked about things that I had no idea. Like we talked about everything. So it just like blows my mind that that's what happened on Mother's Day. I'm like,
Wow.
but I feel like so much lighter, and I'm sure she does too. But
That's awesome.
be prepared because
The end result.
Yeah, right, and be prepared because I've heard a few people say things like this are happening, or like old things are coming up.
Oh boy.
So be prepared.
Yeah, I think I had mine about a week ago with mine.
Okay, I was
So.
gonna say use caller ID.
Yeah.
All right, guys, thank you.
Take care.
See
Talk
ya.
to you soon. Bye.
Bye.